feeling good, man. We got some team scrims versus Illey right now.
It could be pushed right.
We're playing Ender right now, folks. We're playing Illey right now. The Stallions. It's the I think map count's 1-1 right now. I think it's 1-1, the map count. I could be wrong. Chad, but I think the map count's 1-1. Hey, Soul Jr., thank you for the 11 months, Soul Jr. Appreciate you, brother. Welcome back, man. Appreciate you.
I'm looking green. He's close on time. He's on new.
Coach K-Side? How's K-Side doing, man? I saw Tony was coaching him. Tony ain't as good as a coach as me. I'll tell you that.
Deep in the back.
Tony can't coach like me. You know what I mean?
One shot deep in the back.
What are we smoking on? We're smoking on this Sluggers, Hash Diamonds, Adios motherfucking flavor. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm smoking this over here. It's Sluggers, man. It's Sluggers over here. You know, K-Side in hell, he needs the boss. Oh, no, does he need the boss, chat? Does he need me or what? He needs me? Hey, Havoc, thank you for the 18 months, Havoc. Appreciate you, brother. Welcome back, Havoc. Welcome back, man. 1-1 map count. They improved on what you were talking about yesterday. I love that. I love that they improved that. That's good. If they're improving that, then we are going to win a ton, Vows. You know what I mean? If we work on our fundamentals, right, and we actually play COD the right way, we're actually going to be fucking godlike. We're going to be insane, dude.
I'm shortcutting the new. I have initial. Alright, here. I have initial. Yo.
Beautiful spawn out. Beautiful spawn out. That's what I like to see, baby. Let me get in the team speak. Chat, how you guys all doing? Everybody doing all right? Everybody doing good? I was talking to some of y'all in the community today.
Inburger, one shot. Inburger,
you know what I mean? On Twitter. Yes, sir. Let me see what's going on here. Everybody's in a... Let me see. Is Ben here? Ben J? Let me see. Let me poke him. Let me see Ben still at his PC. What's good, Ben?
Not much. Just wrapped a nice gritty stream.
Hey, I was actually watching. I was watching a little bit.
It was good. It was good productivity. I watched the Breaking Point pod. Ace said some insane, stupid shit. So
what'd he say? What'd he say?
I don't even want to get into it, Tom.
What'd he say?
I mean, chat. I don't know if y'all watch the most recent Breaking Point podcast, but y'all probably agree with me. Ace said some stuff. I was like,
but what did he say? About what? About a player? Like, he was talking about COD? Like about players? Just say. Please tell.
They did a lot of like predictions. So like, for example, I didn't really.
Outright done. One could be in the back. They're working left.
I didn't really agree with. How do I feel? Like some of the takes they had on like players they thought were going to be most improved this year. I didn't really like their takes on like some of the GA stuff. Just in general, I feel like sometimes they be like clip farming on that show.
So, can you give me any examples? Or are you just gonna keep talking in fucking circles?
I'll be honest.
Can you spit it out? Can you spit it out?
I'll be honest. It was like 6 hours ago. My brain is fried.
What did they say about GAs that you didn't like?
I just think they were missing a lot of nuance with the GA argument. Like I think everybody has kind of missed the argument.
What did they say?
When they were talking,
what the fuck did they say? Why the fuck can't you tell me what they said?
Bro, they were talking about like they were complaining about like the knife GA.
Okay.
I was like, I don't really care. Like the knife GA is not that big of a GA, but they were like losing composure about it. I'm just like I don't quite agree with them like acting like the end of the earth that the fucking knives got GA'd.
Okay.
Baseball bats.
All right. That's it.
Yeah, I mean there's other stuff, but again, my brain's fried. You can go back and watch the pod yourself.
What'd they say about snipers?
I'm trying to remember what they said about snipers. They were annoyed that snipers got GA'd. If I remember correctly.
You know what, Ben?
Yeah.
You know what? You give me a whole lot of nothing. You give me a whole lot of nothing. What did they say about players that you didn't agree with? What did they say about who? About when? What? Where?
No left as well.
They obviously are not fans of Miami Heretics, and I think Miami. I'm like iffy on Miami. I really don't know if they're gonna be good or bad this year. They're
gonna start off good.
They have an easy schedule, I think, off the rip. So
they're gonna start good, and then isn't this what always happens with Miami? They don't progress as the year goes on. They start hot, and then as the year goes on.
Well, it's a vendetta that started with Trey on that pod because Trey has always said the Spanish COD is never gonna win. So that's been his big fucking thing on the show for like a year. He thinks
they'll never win, like ever.
He thinks Spanish COD system is never like gonna be successful.
What's the system in his opinion? I wonder what
just the hyper aggressive way that the Spanish players play with like not a lot of discipline, not a lot of blocking, not a lot of like quality spawn manipulation.
Well, then they're just playing the game wrong. That's not a Spanish way of thinking. That's just playing the game wrong.
I know, but that's Trey's point. That's exactly Trey's point. I don't think they play the game correct.
Okay. Well, maybe this year they'll play the game correctly, and if they're not, it's not rocket science. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I mean, I think there's an element early on where people still don't get everything optimized that you can just kind of run a shit.
Well, no, listen, nobody's gonna be perfect. Nobody's gonna be able to play the game perfect. Like, people are gonna make mistakes. People are gonna fuck up. But I mean, I would hope that they know how to play the game, and they're talking about some of these things. You know what I mean? Like, they have to still talk about like being disciplined and rotating and setups and breaking and fucking team channeling and trading and communication and small talk and. You know what I mean? Like, bro, there's so much that goes into it. Like, I mean, they're professional players, bro. If they don't got anybody in their camp helping them with this shit, then...
Oh, my bad.
No, I know, but I think the way that Miami Heretics played Respawn last year is they were very aggressive to get map control and push out cuts. And they didn't sometimes wait for waves to come to them, and so they threw their lives away a lot. And it kind of burned a lot of positive situations when they got into them. They really struggled at times to break hardpoint hills. But in S&D, they were really good, especially at the end of the year. Like, they had bread and butters and search. It just wasn't enough just seeing Respawn for them to like really do something with it. And I just don't see how it's going to improve, even when like, you know, Javi stepping down or Rencor coming in, or maybe Super comes in. Like, I think it's still the same Miami as last year. Like, they will get some crazy upsets. They're going to lose to some shitters, and they're going to be like very inconsistent in land, and that's not good enough to get like top sixes. Or they were. I feel like not enough people have talked about how bad they were at land last year. They were one of the worst land teams last year, other than Boston.
He's like back squat.
I saw Boston had a little team announcement today. I saw the Boston had a little announcement.
Are we blocking?
Yeah. I think the BP guys and I kind of agree with them on this. I think Boston may just not have enough talent to really do anything this year. They seem to think that Snoop is going to pop off this year. I don't really feel so. I think this Boston.
Nah, Snoopy's good, Ben. Snoopy's good.
But what do you define as good?
No, okay, let me explain.
Yeah, because you need to nuance this. I want you to explain.
Yes, mechanically, he's insane.
I agree.
And there's no way that he's not getting better at just playing the game the right way. There's no way.
What do you mean by playing the game the right way?
Playing the game the right way, like being disciplined, playing fundamentals, fundamental COD. That's what I mean by playing the game the right way. Just playing fundamental, like doing the right plays, right, taking the right routes, right, rotating to the right hills, like setting up the right way, like not throwing off, not throwing your life away. Like there's a time and place to like go rogue.
I think he goes rogue too often, and I agree with you on that.
Yeah, but I rather have somebody who goes rogue too often that's mechanically gifted and try and tone him down than somebody who's scared and doesn't make plays and like shits himself and just all he does is fundamentals and he makes no plays at all around the map. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Agreed. But the thing with him is it's now year 3 and like hopefully, and they need, because he's playing with the Purge, I think is like going to help with IGL and Cam. But you know, Purge is like,
okay, hold on, year 3. Technically this is year 2 for him. Technically, no?
Year 2.5 or in a quarter.
I mean, dude, come on. It is basically his second year. And I'm not sitting here like gassing Snoopy saying he's the best player in the world. You know that. I'm not sitting here saying he's the best player in the world.
Yeah.
But he has a lot of potential, bro. I think mechanically he's very gifted. I think he's got a lot of talent. I think when we watched him play, bro, you're only gonna be as good as the players around you as well. Like Snoopy's, it's a team game, right? So like they all need to be working as a team for Snoopy to really shine, for Kami to shine, for Big Wake to shine, Purge, all of them. Like they're gonna have to play like together. Like they'll all shine if they're playing the game good.
I would say most of the time, but I do think that if you are like, if 3 people are playing correct and you're just like the one going rogue and then making the wrong play when you're going rogue, like you're still not gonna win that one.
Oh yeah,
they get you like 85% of the way. I think, listen, for Boston to have a fucking chance this year with the way their team is built, like they need Snoop to get to the next level and be like a or S tier level, like so. I think if he's like at best like mid B or low B, like I just think they're going to be Just the same. They were probably better than last year because last year was they didn't win a fucking series on land until AWC. It was that kind of year.
I mean, I can't disagree with that. I mean, every team needs their sub player to be an S tier. So like, hey, we need you to be an S tier, A tier sub this year.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah. I mean, I agree. And there's obviously a lot of pressure around them because you know that's how they talk about them. Right?
What else? They don't really. They're not a big fan of Vancouver Surge, and I think maybe part of that is because Ace is not going to shit talk like C9. But I felt like they didn't.
Let's go, Stallions.
They didn't really gas up Vancouver enough. I think the Vancouver team, if 04 takes a big step up, is built like the right way. If he doesn't, then I kind of see the downside. But like, if 04 is more consistent at respawn, like everything kind of falls into place of that squad, and they could be like a really tough out.
I like the Vancouver squad, but they're a weird squad to me. They're a weird
team. It's a very system team, the way it's built. I totally see the thought process. And again, it is entirely almost dependent on like Abuza being that he was last year, which I don't really think is not going to happen. And I think 04 has got to get more consistent in respawn. Because like he had some pop-off maps last year, but like mostly had a lot of down maps in respawn.
Fair, but again,
he's good in Surge.
Again, he's a newer player. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I think for 04, like his rookie year, I thought he played great for his rookie year.
Good for rookie. They need him to take a step up.
You good? You good, bro? You sound like you're about to fucking pass out. What are you yawning or something?
I'm tired. It's around a long day, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
you know me, I'm old and fucking hammy, like.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, listen, bro. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with anything you said. Really, even about the Snoopy thing. I didn't really disagree with it. I just don't want people to be like, this guy sucks. Get this guy out of here. This and that. Like you know, which I'm sure Slay is probably gonna do. You know what I mean? Slay will probably do it later.
I just don't nuance that shit.
You know what I mean? It's just like I don't know. I actually see a lot of potential in him. I see potential in him for sure. I just think it's about how they use him, how he adapts, how he learns. Like there's like so much that goes into it, you know, and that's gonna be on him and that's gonna be on them, you know, to like mold them into what they think. Now, listen, I have my concerns about the team as a whole, Ben, for sure, about Boston Breach as a whole, because I felt like they didn't really put any thought process into it. But, hey, I could be wrong. Maybe they did.
On the problem of Boston,
that seemed like another random team to me.
The problem with Boston is listen to their fucking schedule, the first split. Listen to this split.
Boston roster, hold on. Before you say anything, people are asking what the Boston roster is. Boston roster is Cammy, Awakening, Purge, and Snoopy. That's the Boston roster.
Is there stage one, Tom? You tell me if you like their chances. Optic, Texas, Minnesota first weekend. Miami, Vancouver.
Okay.
Then Carolina, FaZe, Thieves.
Okay, so they're playing they're playing all the top teams.
Yeah.
And they're playing, I mean, they're basically playing everybody.
They're playing everybody but Toronto.
They're basically playing the whole fucking league.
Yeah, I think Boston, like, to be fair to Boston, like, their last split is, like, very easy. Carolina, Optic, Vancouver, or actually, no, that one's also hard. It's the third one is easy. Toronto, Minnesota, LAG, Cloud9, Vegas. Because the last split is Carolina, Optic, Vancouver, Thieves, LAG. But, like, they've got a very tricky schedule draw this year. All their stages are pretty hard. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what Boston. I think unfortunately someone's got to get bottom four, and they're going to be one of the teams. My prediction for bottom four are Vegas. Obviously, I think everybody will have Boston, Minnesota Rocker because they never qualify for champs these days. And maybe this one will upset people, but unfortunately, I got to put Carolina. I got to put Carolina down there. Like every year we play this song and dance with Carolina, and then they don't fall through. So I'll go with the orgs that choke.
Wait, one was out left of me, right?
I mean, that's a tough schedule, bro. Isn't technically everybody playing I mean, how do the schedules work? Like, does everybody play everybody how many times? Or is it randomized and shit? Like, what's the schedule looking like? Have you looked through the whole schedule or no?
Yeah, I went through and made a sheet. Let me pull it up.
Like, how's the schedule looking, chat? Have you guys seen the schedule, chat? Have you all looked through it? Have you seen, like, who's playing who and how it's lined up? Like, does everybody play each other equally, or, like, how does it work?
The way it works is that everybody plays each other twice, and then there are two teams. Every team plays 3 times. And they tried to, like, kind of even it out so that, like, theoretically, one of the matches would be at a team that's below you in level, and one is at or above. Like obviously, you know, for the top teams, like it's going to be a little bit of a farm sesh. But it's an unbalanced schedule in that aspect, and you can get like schedule fucked. So, like for example, Cloud9 has to play FaZe and LA Thieves 3 times. Not that I think that's going to affect their ability to qualify for champs, because C9 should qualify for champs, but that is just the like way the schedule is done, and that's why I don't really like this process, because it just isn't competitive integrity to me. Just isn't there. I would do it completely differently if I was in charge of this video.
How would you do it?
I would have everybody play everybody the same amount of times, and the way that I would do it is I would have everybody have 11. If we're gonna keep this online shit, I would have 11 qualifier matches before each stage. I'd have multiple matches on Friday and Saturday going on at the same time, and then Sunday's the one day there's one match going on at a time. And that way you play everybody once, and this whole fair of a fucking schedule. Can't complain because you got a tough stage. Maybe you can complain about the order of the teams, but so be it. That's life. Like at the end of the day, you got to play everybody the same amount of times, and it's the fairest way to do it.
You guys like that, chat? Y'all fuck with that? I mean, somebody said L, and then the next person said let him cook, and then another person said L, and then somebody said low key I like that. So they're pretty like back and forth. You know what I mean, Benjay? Like they like it or they don't like it.
You play 44 matches online, just 4 squads.
One in the chat if you like Ben's take, 2 in the chat if you don't like it. If you don't like it, put 2. If you like it, you put 1. What do you think, chat? What do you think? But I like it, Ben. I like it.
I see the downside that, like, you know, no one, if Optic and FaZe and Thieves are playing, like, no one's watching, like, LAG Carolina if they're scoring up. And that's okay. That happens in professional sports now. I just don't like this unbalanced schedule because, to me, competitive integrity should be one of the main pillars of a competitive league. And the fact that we don't have a schedule that has competitive integrity is weird.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And people say like the NFL doesn't have an even schedule, but you have divisions. Like there's actually like, you know what I'm saying, divisions then even that out because you play everybody in the division twice, and that kind of, you know, evens out a little bit. And plus, you know, football teams can't play more. They can't play a lot of matches. Physical sport.
I mean, yeah, I can't really speak for football, but for COD, it'd be nice if everybody just played each other the same amount of times.
That's what happens in soccer.
You know, that way there's no fugazi going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what happens in soccer.
I mean, how many times in COD have we seen that? Like, people get an easy road or something, or you know what I mean? Like, or they make it out of pool play with ease because their pool was easy as fuck. Like, bro, back in the day, man, we used to get crazy pools.
Yeah.
We used to get put into some fucking crazy fucking pools, bro.
Add her on the barrel. Add her on the barrel.
Ooh, good shots in
Well,
carriage.
I mean, look, if you want to talk about easy schedules, this is Vancouver Surge's first stage, chat. You want to talk about sort of the issues
Plumber
here.
pools. Yeah, okay.
Right. This is for the mid-pack teams because it really affects things. Vancouver has to play the first stage. Toronto, Miami first weekend. Optic, Boston second weekend. And then they got to play Vegas, Carolina, and Minnesota, which I think, like, as far as the schedule you can draw, you only play one of the top 3 teams, and you draw everybody else. Like, that is very favorable compared to, like, when I explain, like, the other situation with Boston. I just, like, considering how often, like, the first major, like, dictates people's seasons, like, getting fucked because you got to play the top 3 teams first 2 stages is real tough. I don't know.
You see how we're fucking playing right now? Yo, we're actually playing hella good right now. Yo, Ben, I think I might have changed their whole mindset on COD yesterday, bro, because I'm a W coach.
What'd you tell them?
Bro, I just simplified the game for him. Simplified it for him. Well, I mean, you can go watch it. I mean, it's uploaded. I mean, you can go watch it if you want, but it's basically just teaching them, like, fundamentals of COD, bro. Like,
so what'd you say?
Nice, look for Illey.
Well, one thing on Rewind, especially, well, for every map, is I told them that a lot of the times you gotta focus on money hills, right? Like, because there's money hills, and then there's hills that are just like scrap hills, right? So stop trying to fucking focus. For instance, on Rewind, a good example was P3, right? Like, and I was telling this to the ponies as well, but on a P3 hill, like, there is no point to play for time on that hill over spawns, over P4 spawns. Like, you definitely initially want to be thinking ahead and playing for spawns on next, even as P3's popping, like even before P3 pops. Like, I'm talking P2, I want to start thinking about P4 spawns. You know what I mean? Like, thinking ahead of the game. That way they're setting themselves up to actually hold solid time and not constantly just get 20 seconds here, 30 seconds there, 20 seconds here, because that's what they do, bro. They're just so mechanically godlike. They just run around and just shit on them, and they'll just.
They don't know how to rotate. They don't know how to manage.
Bro, I want them to lock down. I want them to lock down full 60s. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like I want them locking down like full 60s. They didn't even come close to the hill. Like our setup was so perfect they couldn't get near the hill. You know what I mean?
But you don't need 60s to win. The 40-20 strategy is all like think about like how Chris Bracers got. You know what I'm saying? Get that first
full
40
60s
seconds.
are nearly impossible, Ben, but it's what you strive for, right? A 40 is obviously what we're looking like, right? Like that's good. Like if we get 40
I'm talking about
hill,
like managing the game, right? You get 40, you open the back, you flip them out, you get the rest of the map control. You're switching the spawn trap up in the next life. Like I think to your point, when I watch them play, like they still kind of run around, they still kind of think too small when they need to be like thinking about how to manage a game from start to finish. To your point, like play 2 hills ahead, play to win, and not play for just fucking consistent like breaks.
There's two.
Yep, yeah, pretty much. And I feel like once they learn how, and every map is different. And yesterday I felt like I engraved it into their heads on rewind, but now I feel like other maps and shit, like we need to do the same thing, you know? Like I remember there was a play yesterday that they made where it was going from P2 to P3. And they were spawning out like by P4, like our team, like the Stallions had
on rewind.
Yeah, on rewind. Like they had the P4 spawns on as it was going from P2 to P3. And somebody on our team was like, "Yo, they're gonna push right, like they're gonna play new."
On time.
But no good team is actually just gonna players will play new, especially if they spawn close. But they all gave up the left side of the map. And then the guy just pinched, hit left, and then they flipped right away, and then ba boom. You know what I mean?
Well, this is my concern with them dropping.
Every good team, Ben. Every good team is gonna have people playing for P4 spawns. I promise you. And if they're not, they're just not. They're terrible. They're fucking terrible. They'll be playing for P4 spawns for sure.
They're gonna need to figure out with Merc over Timmy is like who's gonna pick up that off lane, because I'm pretty confident.
I think they'll be good, bro. I think
they just got to figure out, because Timmy was doing that the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like
Timmy's basically. We talked about it, bro. We're practicing it. We're practicing the small talking. We're practicing like calling out where they're spawning, calling out like who we're missing. I was talking about this yesterday, because Encourage does that shit a lot. Encourage is always micromanaging people. You know what I mean?
Like in game, like on the map.
Like in game, he'll be like, "Yo, we're missing this guy. We're looking for this guy. Like this guy's here." Or like, "Yo, somebody take this route. Like somebody go here. Like somebody, like you'll hear him like direct people. You know what I mean?" But now, I want them all doing that. I want them all to do that.
With Timmy out, are they still doing a good job of like blocking them back on spawns?
Yeah,
like, when they get, like,
bro,
3, yeah.
We're not burgers, bro. Look, we're up 2-1 now.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because I haven't watched a lot of them in the last 2 days.
Yeah, bro.
So.
I need them to engrave it. Ben, look at the scoreboard. I mean, just look at the scoreboard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see it. Like
this guy Lurks, by the way, is a fucking 2.0 demon, dude. This guy
Lurks is nasty.
He be cooking.
Did you know about the Merc change?
Same with all of them, honestly. What happened?
Did you know about the Merc change when they did it, or did you find out afterwards? Did they tell you and talk to you about it before they dropped Timmy?
Val's texted me and said, "Yeah, I'm live right now." This is how it went through from my POV.
Yeah.
All right, I'm live right now. Val's texted me and said that the boys want Merc. Like, that's what they want to do. Right? And I responded back to him, and I said, we'll talk about this later. Like, when I'm off stream. Like, we'll talk. Yeah. An hour later while I'm live, I mean, that shit's all over the TL. I mean, Scrim Intel, CDO Intel, fuck it, it's all over the timeline. Like, it's over with. It's chalked. Like, it was, apparently, Timmy was in my chat. Like, y'all dropped me and this and that. I had no idea. Like, literally had no idea that any of this was going down, you know? Now, I will say, love Timmy, completely love Timmy. Merc was like the guy we initially wanted in the beginning of the year. This is the team initially that we low-key wanted. And then Merc was being iffy, and then we wanted Derek, right? We were talking to Derek the GOAT. But Derek was like, you know what I mean? He went somewhere else. Derek wasn't really interested, you know what I mean? So, like, Merc and Derek were, like, our top 2, you know?
Sure.
So, like, you know, I'm happy to have Merc, and we needed Merc. Like, Merc is an AR player, right? Derek's not really an AR, right? Like, we need Merc. Like, we need, and I've heard nothing but good things about Merc, bro. I think Merc is, like, insane. That's why, bro, I was shocked when they dropped him. I was like, yo, why did they drop? Like, I was saying at the Vals yesterday, I was like, Ben, I don't understand why they dropped him. I think it's interesting that they dropped because I'm watching him. Like when I watch Merc play, and I know who Merc was before I even picked him up.
You know? Do you know why he got dropped?
No, I don't know why.
Is Vals now? Like,
no, we don't know. We don't give a fuck. We don't care. We're picking him up anyway.
That's fair.
And if there's any issues, we'll work on them. You know what I mean? I mean, listen, nobody's perfect. Nothing's perfect. You know what I mean? So like, you know, but I'm curious. Val said Ronan knows. Ronan's my coach. He helps us. He helps coach the team. Have you ever met Ronan?
Yeah, I have.
I'm gonna be honest. I know absolutely nothing about Ronan other than how I've been working with him in the last few sessions we had. I love him. He seems very passionate about this shit, and I haven't disagreed with anything he said. You know what I mean? So shout out to Ronan.
That's saying that someone that I know, I actually don't know. That's why I'm asking the fucking question.
What?
Oh, what
question?
Someone said that I know why fucking Merc got dropped. I actually don't know. That's why I asked the question.
Well, to be fair, the way you asked it made it seem like you knew. The way you asked it. Like your tone.
That's fair.
Your tone made it seem like you knew. You were like, do you know why you got dropped? Like you were initiating, like saying almost like you knew, you know?
Yeah,
like the way you said it. But I mean, I doubt Benjay knows. I'll be honest. I doubt he fucking knows, bro. You know? Hey, WHC, appreciate the 22 months, man. I hope you're doing well, boss. Yeah, I appreciate you, WHC. Ebola Busters, worst 30 months ever, boss. I gotta say, go fuck yourself. Worst 30 months of your life, Ebola Busters. What a pleasure. Appreciate the resub, bro.
Wait, Tom, have you, back to when I came on earlier, when Moonshine said...
Wait, hold on. Ben Basharam's in here. He gave me a resub. Basharam with 38 months. Bashar. Look at him. And we got Rugby Ransom, Viewer. We got Gunciated, Wape, Sweps, Mountain Pictures, Mime Hamza, Jumpy AC. Welcome to the family, Jumpy. We also got Tubo Slime with a tier 1. Welcome to the family. Wilzo with a 39 months. Dunko 5, Heater Head, Charlie Banning. Appreciate you guys. Horizon, Rise. Thank you guys all so much for the resubs. What a pleasure. Yo, Gunciated Ben, he said, been deployed overseas for a while, so wasn't able to use a Prime sub until now. Hope you're doing good, Tom. Hey, I appreciate Thank you for your service.
Appreciate your service. Thank you for
your service, brother. Thank you, Gunciated. You fucking animal. You fucking beast, baby. Benjay, talk to me. What were you saying? I just want to make sure I don't miss nobody, Benjay. They coming in hot right now. Sanchi, David at 7 months. Sanchi, appreciate you, brother.
Surprise Picks put up the lines for day 1 of CDL.
Oh, shit.
And they are, I would say, looking at them, and they probably have moved. They were much higher than I thought they would be. I think they are daring people to, I think they're really trying to bait people to take unders. I like it.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm going to read you some of these lines. Let me know your thoughts.
Should I put in some picks right now?
So, maps 1 through 3, Optic versus Boston. Brandon's at 53, AG's at 62.5, Ant is at 62.5.
I think they are. They're hitting mid, bro. They're wrapping mid. I don't see nothing on your
for maps 1 to 3?
Yeah.
That's the thing. The maps could be any. What if the map... Ben, those lines are not high at all.
I'm going to
62.5? What do you guys think, chat?
62.5 is not low at all, bro. Because you got to think, like... These maps are small, Ben. They're small. They're gonna be shooting.
Well, what on your challengers team? Like, what's average like hardpoint kill right now?
I don't know. I'm gonna need to get some scoreboards.
And and remember, it's not EKIA. It's kills.
Oh man! Hey, can we get a Wemmy spam in the chat for my man Demigod with a 10 bong? Got his 10 new members to the family. Show Demigod some love, chat. What a pleasure, Demigod. Appreciate you, brother. Ben, I agree. It's not EKIA, but it's still small map. Still a lot of interactions. You know what I mean?
Charles, how much? What is the average amount of hardpoint kills per map your team's getting? I'm very curious.
They're gonna outer me.
Like regular kills, Vals. If you're watching in Codcaster, right?
Regular kills, not
like
EKIA.
regular kills. Yeah. What's on average? What is like? What's a high stat line? What's a low stat? What's an average? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna assume probably 20, somewhere between. Ben, I don't know. They just play the map and win. We don't have an analyst.
Maybe Ronan knows. No, that's facts, bro.
Alright, fair enough.
We don't need we don't need that shit, bro. We don't need that shit. We just go out there and let it sing, baby. You know what I mean? I mean, look at us. Look at this hold, Benjay. Look at this hold. Look at this.
On the car.
Yeah. Chad, we're not taking too much away from Case Online. That was weeks ago. A long fucking time ago. And people are learning the game quick. It could definitely change a lot since then.
Ooh.
Okay.
Good shots.
That's good fucking primo shots right there.
Yo, what the hell is this guy doing up top?
I don't know. He's licking walls. Have you talked about Hacienda yet?
Walls.
You talked about Hacienda yet?
Okay, so talk to me about Hacienda. Snoopy, they were 23 months. And Demi, thank you again, bro. Gotta win me some paper to chat. Do you think Hacienda should be added in instantly to the map set and just take red card out instantly without anybody scrimming it at all, or what?
No, I think that'd be pretty stupid. I think they should add it after the first 2 weeks. Or if the pros are feeling frisky, they should add it for the second week. But Spencer already said after Major 1 that is not what he said. That is not what he said on our show. Unless he had said otherwise on Twitter since the show.
That's not what Spencer said. Yeah, that's not what he said.
That's not what he said.
We had him on the show. I mean, red card is fucking ass, bro.
Red card is ass. Chat, I would not. Okay.
No standing.
Why did Spencer just add me on Twitter?
Huh?
Oh, he added me about this other thing. This is crazy timing. What Spencer said is that from his POV and his end, like, they're flexible and it comes down to the players. I would say the argument I would make to adding it instantly when it comes in is there could be bug spawns. There could be some bugs that they need to iron out before it's worth for competitive. So I think the safest thing is to do the first 2 weeks on the current map set, then instantly add it. Everybody gets like 2 or 3 weeks during Christmas break. The challengers play on it then for a league qualifier that second week of January. The pros the following week after, and it makes a lot of sense. I think that's probably the safest way to do it. And it seemed like the reading between the lines in Spencer's answer, it comes down to really the players. If the players are like adamant they want to bring it in, they know the risks, and then fine. I think the league will follow them up on that. I think they're always back aggression from the players. But my guess is, and Tom, you probably feel knowing the players and how pussy they are, they probably want to scrim on it first before they.
They're gonna want to play on it probably first, I would guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see them just throwing it back in. Nor do I think that wouldn't be fair, because there's people who played in that time and there's people who aren't. So I just don't think like. I don't even think that would be fair, chat, if they just threw it in right away. Because some people have already played the map and gotten so many reps on it, and then some people, I mean, realistically, the reps aren't going to change no matter when they add it into the season. But at least you give people like a week or two to practice with it. I don't mind 2 weeks. I don't mind 2 weeks. That shit should be added into ranked play immediately, though.
It should be added to ranked play immediately.
Like ranked play and all that other shit. I mean, it should be added like wagers and everything else. It should be added instantly. Shouldn't even be.
I think it will be. I think it will be.
You know? Yeah, nah.
Alex in the back.
I don't see why not. Season 1 Reloaded's on the 5th. I assume that they're going to update, probably remove the Krieg and add the map in for testing and rank play.
Yeah.
Would be my guess. Probably in the control as well. We'll see.
Ben's spitting all over his monitor. Ben, are you spitting all over your monitor right now?
No. Why are you spitting all over my monitor?
I don't know. It's what somebody said. Somebody said you're spitting all over the place.
I mean, there's just Caparoni from the chat.
You know what I mean? Slowly.
Wait, Ty, you want to know what I'm making for dinner?
You're making a steak.
Making a nice bone-in ribeye.
Whoa,
garlic mashed potatoes with chives.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn, yo, I got that shit right, chat. Think about all the food in the world that he could have been cooking, right? And I got that right, bro.
Yeah, sure. You know me though. I do make it stick a lot.
You're gonna say you like meat. There's nothing wrong with liking meat, Ben.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. That's not at all.
You know what I mean? I love meat too.
No, that's not what I was gonna say.
You know, meat is good, Ben. Meat is good. No, he did not tell me off stream. He did not tell me.
I did not tell Tom off stream.
Okay, even though we did have a meeting today. We did have a meeting.
We did have a meeting. It was a good meeting though.
It was a good meeting. It was a phenomenal meeting. Slowly.
Yeah.
Slowly. Ben, you gonna save the sub train? There's 45 seconds left.
Do you need me to save it?
Nah, you don't gotta save it, man. I'm sure somebody's got a resub or something, or maybe like, you know what I mean?
Bro, where the Twitch friends at, chat? Where the fucking Twitch friends at?
Cheddar's got it. Look,
Cheddar's got it, but where the fucking Twitch friends at?
Cheddar with 17 months, man. Absolutely. Appreciate you, Cheddar. Thank you, man. Leak Major 4, bro. I have no idea where Major 4. Where's Major 4 at?
From what I've heard is the reason there's nothing in the league is because there's nothing been 100% locked in there yet. I think stay tuned. I think there'll be potentially some announcements soon on that topic.
Hey, M. Sabby, Cannabis, James Cowan, thank you guys so much, man. Lugano, thank you for the 7 months. That boy Neat, thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate everybody coming in, man. Cannabis, thank you for the 35 months, you legend. Slowly. I was about to say, does Encourage see him? He was just holding his shot.
Oh shit, I just jumped down with him.
We need to do this on land too, Benjay. We need to come out different on land.
Well, that's the other part of it too. You guys can be saw online, but I think there are probably a lot of pros are going to want to make sure your guys fly on land or play good on land enough that they'll be in consideration for pickup. The problem is it may not play out this way this year if there's no fucking calendars event at Major 1.
Yeah, which is weird, huh? That there's no challengers event.
Go new.
But I will say, I mean, funding everybody to Spain would have been a hefty price.
I'll say this from what I know about the venue, once we're rumored, I would say that Adam's tweet about the venue issues, limiting their ability to run challengers, are probably correct. So what I would say is that someone should step up and on the weekend after the major host of challengers land during that break weekend. And I think that would be, I think that is a smart play because it would get a lot of eyeballs. All the pro teams would be watching because they'd want to make roster moves. It does kind of delay the roster move process a little bit, which is kind of the one downside. But
hey Joe, thank you for the 5 bomb, Joe.
I think that'd be good. Challengers should always be held a week earlier. That makes more sense.
Fucking Joe, the better.
It's just hard to do with
in here, chat. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, brother.
Into like major week though. You know what I'm saying? Because then you're running opposite of like the last week online qualifier.
Ben, you think I should run my own Challengers Cup? And Joe, thank you so much for the 5, Joe. I appreciate
like
you
an online
so much.
cup.
Ben, say thank you to Joe.
Thank you, Jaw. 1986 for the tier 1 gifted.
That's five new members, Benjay. It's 5 new members.
Let's fucking go.
You know
Let's
what I mean?
fucking go. 5 new members of that.
That's Joe. That's Joe, 1986. One of the best.
1982.
1986. Slow on. Ben, Challengers Cup. Somebody in the chat said I should do my own Challengers Cup. You think we should put up a prize pool and host our own cup?
Or LAN or online?
I'm dead. Outer hedge.
I mean, LAN would be crazy, no?
I mean, it'd be great. We wouldn't be able to do these challengers lanes are.
Oh, look at A with the 3-piece. Look at that. Look, Benjay. We're going crazy, Benjay.
We can do land. I'll say this. We can do land if we have someone we can partner with.
Oh, they left, Ben. Ben, they left.
No way we're rage quitting scrims.
Why did they leave, chat? Why did they leave the game?
No way.
We got my man, Zachy. What a fun, guys. Give it up for Joel. Give it up for Zachy. Oh, shit, ladies and gentlemen. Zachy with a 5. Joel with a 5. Benjay's an asshole. What a time to be alive. Cloud, give it a 25 months, Cloud. Thank you for the fucking 25 months.
Hold on, Raffy?
Yeah.
Raffy in the chat said that I'm going to partner with us. We have a venue ready. Let me know.